Good afternoon, and welcome back to 50 Somethings. Today's video is going to document the final segment of our trip from the United States to Panama. We are going to be visiting Nicaragua, our hotel in Nicaragua, the drive to Costa Rica, the drive through Costa Rica, and into Panama, and all the way to our Airbnb and the first few days in Panama. The dates of this segment are going to be covering October 25th through October 30th, 2025. The videos and images you are seeing here at the beginning are of our drive in Nicaragua, beginning with images of the hotel that we stayed at, which was very beautiful. A little bit about Nicaragua. It was a lovely country with lovely people. The roads, though, were a bit treacherous in spots, as you can see here. This was almost like bricks, almost like a cobblestone, very rough and bumpy to drive on. I didn't like it very well. We were on this for quite a bit. Overall, though, Nicaragua was a very beautiful country, and I enjoyed the drive. And I really wasn't anticipating any difficulties at the border because we had no trouble coming in. So we had our guard down. And at this point, we'd been through a few borders now, and we really didn't think much of it. We had our guard down, and we were unsuspecting. And we will talk a little bit more about the border here in just a moment. As always, thanks for watching 50 Somethings. If you are new to our channel, thanks for joining. I would like to take this opportunity to talk a little bit more about the Nicaraguan border. Nicaragua is very particular about what gets brought in to or leaves the country. You are not allowed to bring in even a gun casing from a shelf, for example. You could be detained for that or even arrested. Just one example. So you would never want to cross a border with a shell casing, and for obvious reasons. But something as innocuous as that can keep you or hold you up at a border. They have a lot of rules, and so you have to be very careful what you bring into the country when you are driving. Needless to say, a lot of things that you can bring you wouldn't think would be a problem at all, as is the case for us. Gary and I have a collection of license plates that we have been gathering for many years. These license plates have come from family members, from our own cars, from places we visited, all over the country, and we have a lot of them. One or two from various states all over the country, and even some from other countries. We brought this with us. As a matter of fact, it's the only a collection of items that we brought at all because it was small and easy to pack. So keep this piece of information in your back pocket as we get closer to this border, and I will tell you more about what happened to us leaving Nicaragua. Look how crazy the traffic is through here. Super impressed with our driver's abilities through this little section in this little town here in Nicaragua as we're getting ready to come in for another Típico fuel and baño break. As you can see right here, these guys can drive through absolutely anything. Nicaragua, just like all of Central America so far, is absolutely beautiful. If you ever get a chance to visit any of Latin America, by all means, please do visit. While you watch out my left window, we are going to talk about leaving the Nicaraguan border into Costa Rica. It was an absolute nightmare. There is no getting around it. We arrived at the border like usual, and we went to get in line to get our passport stamped. I should have known it was not a good sign when just to walk in the door, they charge you $1. When it was our turn to get our exit stamps, they charged you again, $3 each person, just to stamp your passport. Everything was about money every step of the way. We should have known this was going to be trouble. After we got in the door and our passports stamped and we got those checked out, we had to hire a fixer. Our fixer told us that we were missing IPSA, that's IPSA, IPSA documents for Panama, and that it would be $140 for each pet. And now, keep in mind, we weren't even in Costa Rica yet. This was still in Nicaragua. We were going to need these for each pet. So we had to pay $140 that we were not expecting to pay, on top of the money we already paid for these documents. So we got that done, and then came inspection time for our belongings. This time, the Nicaraguan guards completely emptied our van. They took out all of our items, and they ran every single bin, suitcase, pack through an X-ray machine. Then, on top of that, they started going through every bin, suitcase, and pack. They emptied them. They found my entire license plate collection, which was listed on our Spanish manifest, and confiscated all of them as contraband, claiming it was a security issue and an attempt to steal cars. They fined our Mexican native driver, Mari, saying that he was potentially trying to break the law, and he almost was arrested and was almost put in jail for 3 days. It was very, very stressful. We were detained for 7 hours. They forced all of us out of our van, pets and all, so that they could also scan our van in its entirety. Our driver, Mari, came and told us that they wanted to keep our license plates. I was very upset because these were personal items. They had a lot of sentimental value. And he said, please don't worry, I will try to fix it. So after much groveling and, of course, bribes, he was able to convince the guards to give them back our collection, but only after he was fined and almost getting arrested himself. He was also made to give up his license in Nicaragua to drive. He can never drive in Nicaragua again. This man lost his license in order to help us keep our belongings. I really feel bad about that and for him, but what a kind thing for him to do. It was very challenging and stressful, and they kept us for 7 hours. So not only did we pay money every step of the way, we had to pay bribes in very large amounts of money. It cost us an untold amount of money to get through Nicaragua, and they held us for 7 hours just to leave. It was a total nightmare. So my advice to anybody driving through the country is to bring absolutely nothing but the bare minimum. Your clothing, don't bring anything that can cause any kind of delay. It was a nightmare. Thank goodness for Mari. He maintained himself even though he was suffering a lot of stress himself. But we did get through, and we made it to Costa Rica. our hotel and the beautiful views of the ocean were a total reprieve, and it was truly like heaven. After Nicaragua, a well-deserved break. It was at this point that Gary and I started to really take a deep breath and relax, because we realized we were almost home. This is it, guys. This is our final day of driving before we reach beautiful, blissful Panama, October 26th. It's finally happening. Enjoy these beautiful images of Costa Rica as we make our final way home. These last images are from October 30th, 2025, as Gary and I are taking our first walk around our neighborhood in Volcan, Panama, and visiting a little coffee shop within walking distance called Black Mountain Coffee Roasters, where we met our mother and had an enjoyable cup of coffee. As always, thanks for watching 50 Somethings. Our next video is going to document our first Halloween in Volcan. Stay tuned for more.